strange sightings in the sky. Sources claim to have been sighting the flying pig. To be having breaking news. It is confirmed that the Berlin Wall will be constructed for the third time. We will be right back to give you more details.
Communism has unified people and maintained peace in East Germany. East Germany has flourished under the system of government. So please, support the building of the Berlin Wall, and don't move to West Germany.
Welcome back. As we reported earlier, Soviet Union leader Mikhail Gorbachev has decided that the Berlin Wall will be constructed for the third time. We were lucky to have Soviet Patrol reporter Rebecca Wan for a live interview with Mr. Gorbachev. Hello, Rebecca.
Hello, Carla. I have in fact been fortunate enough to convince Mr. Gorbachev to sit down for a quick overseas interview with us. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Rebecca.
Mr. Gorbachev, now that it's been released to the public, is it true that you wish for the Berlin Wall to be rebuilt?
Yes, that's quite right. You see, the only way to prevent people from fleeing from West to East Germany is by physically separating the two by a barrier. The only way to do this is by the construction of such a wall.
And what reason for keeping people on one side?
Well, the reason is quite obvious, Rebecca. We want our people to continue living peacefully under our communist system. The part of the Germany would appear quite extremely deserted if everyone moved to the west. I, for one, cannot bear to see this.
How do you plan for the third wall to be rebuilt?
I plan for it to be more advanced. The watchtowers, buoy wires, and guard dogs will remain. However, this time, I plan to enforce an underground tunnel system, since previously escapees fled through a tunnel that ran from East to West Germany. Our tunnels will allow us to detect any underground activity.
Do you have any name for this new wall?
Well, since the first two walls were called the first and second generation walls, I decided to name this one the third generation wall. Quite creative, eh?
Yes, quite. Well, thank you, sir, for your time.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Rebecca. So how do the capitalists, aka our fellow Americans, feel about this event?
Well, we'll see just what they think. That's next. You see, this is what the East Germans deserve. Tear down the Berlin Wall and protect the freedom of the East Berliners. They deserve democracy and basic human rights. As good Americans, it is our duty to support and help them gain it.
Back with a special coverage on Gorbachev's decision about the reconstruction of the Berlin Wall for the third time. A few minutes ago, you heard what the decision maker himself had to say of this event. So, how are the capitalists reacting? Are they happy, sad, maybe even mad? Let's take a look. Reporting live from Washington, D.C. is Carla Plechatera.
Hi, Radna. Well, it does not seem that the American citizens are too happy with Mr. Gorbachev's decision. As can be seen, people were gathered to hear President Kennedy speak of his ideas, and President Kennedy was not too eager over Gorbachev's decision. As a capitalist, he hoped for the independence of the East Germans, as well as a weakened communist Soviet Union.
You see people halfway across the world suffering like this, and you feel sorry for them.
Rebecca Wan, an anti-communist, was one of those to support Kennedy during the rally.
What Gorbachev is doing is so harmful for many people. It's cruelty and inhumane behavior.
How do you think Americans should be involved as a nation?
Well, all we can do is use words to fight the expansion of communism. Those people need freedom and protection. They deserve basic human rights that they are lacking because of Stasi and communistic government.
As of now, it isn't clear as to what the president's next move will be. Will he attack the Soviet Union or become involved in some other way? Who knows? Reporting live from Washington.
Thank you, Carla. Well, this brings us to an end of our special coverage on the third generation wall. I'm Aradna Mathareddy, and thanks for watching US News.